on EA Sports.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Darnell Mooney,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive with Cook.
To the 22-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Play action now. Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
Taking it right down Broadway. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Bears 14, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a
Ball is loose.
And the Vikings pick up the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Cousins now after the fumble recovery.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A great stop by D.J. Waddle to back the offense up on that play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12,
Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Fields.
Going up top. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bears 21, Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. Oh, what a juke into space. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Vikings.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Read option, here's Montgomery. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Flushed out right. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Cousins uses the stiff arm.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and
10. To throw is Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Man open, here is Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Here's Fields. Locates Claypool on the crossing route.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Fields now to throw.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fields
sliding out of the pocket.
Open man. He finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Final play of the half, Cousins.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And they'll go out near midfield at the 49. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Goff. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that will tie our game here in the third. Separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
He's at the 30. 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it, when you think of an explosive play?
Touchdown, Bears! Chase Claypool, a 2-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, with that old expression we love to use, time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tackled by Caleb Johnson. That's a gain of 4. Brings up
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
2nd down at 7.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
2. To throw, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That one goes for 8 yards.
They've certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. Touchdown! Jalen Rager. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are on time now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
On the move to his left.
That's complete to Mooney.
Touchdown, Chicago! A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins.
Complete, Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Now Cousins. He's got Rager. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as to understand where they are on the field.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try the middle with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively now, 1 more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you've scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One last shot now for Cousins. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.